My favorite thing about my first communion was receiving the bread and wine. I liked walking down the aisle with my friends and family. I had a very, very big party with my whole entire family to the end.
I was walking down the hall and said happy birthday. Gavin was surprised. My mom said we have to get ready for my first communion. When I was getting ready for my grandparents arrived. My mom dropped me off in the church basement. It was time for Mass. We lined up and walked into church. I saw my cousin in the pew and sat down and prayed.
On Sunday, May 1st, I made my first communion. When I got to church, I had to go downstairs. When we went back upstairs, we walked down the aisle with Father. I was a little nervous when I was going up to receive communion, but it went fine, and when it was done, I felt good.
On Saturday, April 30th, I received First Holy Communion. Right before I received, I got nervous. When I got up, I felt pins and needles from my feet all the way up to my hips. It felt like my arms and my hands were made out of rubber. As I walked up the aisle, I could feel my dad breathing on my neck. After I ate the bread, I went left instead of going right to get the wine. Finally, I walked back to my pew. I felt happy and relaxed.
I had my first communion. It was so much fun, but the wine tasted weird. The bread tasted like nothing. It felt like a wafer. I can't wait until I do it again. As I was walking down the aisle with my family at First Eucharist, I was getting nervous. So many eyes were watching me. But as I got closer to the priest, I started to feel braver. As I received communion, I felt the Holy Spirit coming into me. I thought, maybe doing this every Friday won't be so bad.
When I was in the Cayman Islands, I went swimming with dolphins. Its name was Cappy. I rode on its back and stomach. I went so fast because I was little. It also pushed me by my feet when I was on a kickboard. I kissed it, danced with it, and taught it tricks. It was so fun. I got a stuffed animal and named it Cappy. I want to do it again soon.
On Sunday, May 1st, I received my first Eucharist. Afterwards, I went to my party with my cousins. There were lots of things there, like an egg bar and a dessert bar, and my personal favorite, the waffle bar. At the candy bar, there were cupcakes and gummy bears. It was so good, but I can't remember the name.
When I received my first communion, I was nervous. The most memorable time was spending time with my family at church. When I tasted the wine, I did not like it. It was sour. The host was a little plain, but fine. After I sat down in my pew, but by the time I sat again, it was time to go to the party. It was a great day. When I was getting ready for First Communion, Natalie was supposed to be watching Elsa. They went to look at my cake. Natalie was not watching Elsa, and she got on a chair and stuck her finger in the cake. She ate it. It was funny.
Once I went to Mexico, I saw lots of wild cats. I think I saw 11 of them. I also saw a little chick calling for its mom. I rode a dolphin. Mexico is a good place to see lots of animals. Maybe you should go there sometime.
My favorite part about First Communion happened as my grandpa and grandma were leaving. I had on my roller skates. As I got onto the sidewalk, I started rolling down the hill. I finally stopped at the stop sign in the grass. I laughed.
On Sunday, May 1st, 2016, it was my turn to go up with my family to receive my first communion. I was a little nervous, but I was okay. I was the first one to go up. The bread and wine were good. Well, the bread was good. I had a very nice party. We had really tiny cupcakes. My first communion was nice.
During First Communion in church, my shoes were really squishy, my feet. They really hurt. My mom said that I could take them off when we were in the car. Then June, my godmother, gave me a Band-Aid, and when I took off my shoes, there was a rash. I hope the next time that I wear the shoes, they won't hurt.